Greetings everyone, Zaki2. I just watched the new Halloween Kills movie, and I have to give a review on it before I forget all of the stupid shit that I just saw, because I was really looking forward to this movie, and it is, I wouldn't say it's disappointing, because I did enjoy it, but it's so fucking stupid. They did some stupid shit in this movie. So spoiler alert, if you've not seen it yet, don't watch this video until after you've seen it. So I'm going to tell you pretty much what happens. So you should have seen the original, or not the previous movie, the last Halloween movie, which was kind of like, I think it was supposed to be like a, see, H2O was Jamie Lee Curtis, but I think that's in the same timeline. I'm trying to remember. This is kind of like a sequel to that, or that was a sequel to that, and then this is a sequel to the last movie, just Halloween, the new Halloween with no extra shit. So Jamie Lee Curtis in the last movie, she set a trap for him in her house where he falls through the floor, these metal spikes close him in, and then she just burns her house down, and that's supposed to kill him. So you assume that he's dead in that movie. But in this movie, it's kind of good. They start out exactly where that movie ends. Her, Jamie Lee Curtis and her family or whatever, they're in the back of a truck speeding away. But then they hear fire trucks. Fire trucks are going to the house that she just set on fire to put out the fire. She's like, no, let it burn. Let him burn. Kill him. Let him burn. But the fire department tries to save the house, thereby freeing Michael Myers, who goes apeshit on all the firemen and kills them. And that's a pretty cool scene. It started out really good. I like the beginning of it. And Michael Myers goes back to Haddonfield, there's a scene in a bar that has a lot of the survivors from the original movie, like a long time ago. They've all grown up now, and they're telling the story of Michael Myers and how he did his thing back in the day, and how they're all survivors of it. And then he starts killing people in the town, and then they realize, oh, he's still alive, and he's doing this stuff right now. And I guess Laurie Strode's family thinks that he's coming for her because that's his MO or whatever. And then there's this whole thing about him just being evil, and he has like the mind of a 6-year-old, but the mind of a 6-year-old and the brain of an animal. Brain and the mind is the same thing. I don't know. He's like an animal 6-year-old. I don't know. And he has this weird connection to his mask, and he likes to, like his original house that he lived in where he killed his sister, he likes to stare out the window. That's just like his main thing. So it's just a basic slasher movie, you know. They do stupid stuff in slasher movies, so you can kind of forgive them for that. But like, they kind of organize these groups to go after him. Like, the whole town is going to kind of hunt Michael Myers. At least the ones that are in that bar, and the people that heard this speech that Tommy, I think his name was giving about evil has to die tonight, right? And he gets everybody all stirred up. So they don't really plan anything. They don't have good communications. They don't have radios. They don't have, apparently, phones at all. And the people that go after him, the first ones that find him is like two black people, a black guy and a black girl. They're like nurses at a hospital. And they have like a Desert Eagle 50 cal for some reason. They don't explain it. And there's an old woman with them with like a 38 special. And then one of the original Survivor girls that was like the babysitter's daughter or something from the original show. So Michael Myers, like, these dumb kids are just swinging. Like, they're saying, yeah, we saw Michael Myers. We don't give a fuck. They give no shits. And then Michael Myers pops out and then scares the babysitter girl. And like, the other three are just sitting in the car, which is now like a trap. They're stuck in this car because nobody's in the driver's seat that can drive away. And everybody else is just kind of stupid. Michael Myers jumps on top of the car. So you know where he is. He's right above you. What do? You wait till he puts a pumpkin or some shit on the window, and the old woman starts to blast it out the windshield at nothing. And then she just starts shooting the random windows of the side of the car, using all her ammo, just blasting windows out when he's not even done anything yet. You know he's above you. He jumped on top of the car. They saw him in the rearview mirror. You got a 50 cal? You got a gun? You're just like, let's shoot all of our windows out. That's a great idea for no reason. Of course, they all get stabbed. And they do the old, like, this one's for so-and-so. Click. And then they get stabbed in the eye and shit. It's like, easy game. I mean, that wasn't even... I think the babysitter survived because she hit by a tree. Lord of the Rings style. Which is kind of cool. So then... shit, I'm already starting to forget. It's so dumb. There was a group that went to the hospital for some reason because they think he's coming back to the hospital to go after Laurie Strode, and they kind of stirred up. They got all the hospital riled up about like the evil dies tonight, and for some reason that they don't explain. There was another scene earlier where this guy, he's like just a random other inmate that escaped from prison, I guess. They don't tell you how he escaped or anything. He just like... They think Michael Myers got into their car and drove it away, playing weird songs on the radio, because that's something Michael Myers would do. And then he runs off. He's not even as tall as Michael Myers. He kind of looks like Danny DeVito playing the Penguin. Like a hunchback guy. A fat guy that's bald. I mean, I guess Michael Myers, in the end, he turned out to be bald. But everybody thinks he's Michael Myers in this hospital for some reason. Nobody's actually seen his face, I guess. That makes sense a little bit. So they start chasing him over the hospital. Chaos ensues. They don't give a fuck. It's like a madhouse. They're throwing people downstairs. Everybody's getting severely injured. And everybody's screaming out, that's not him, but nobody's listening. And then the one girl tries to like save that guy, that random inmate guy, maybe he even is a killer himself. Who knows? He's just an inmate guy that just showed up. So she gets him in a room that's supposed to be a safe room because it's locked, and everybody starts beating down the windows to get to him. So he has to break a window out to jump to his death, and just fucking splatters all over the thing in front of everybody. And they all see how evil they are and how he's turning the town into a monster's den. Oh, and also, at the same time while this is all happening, that they think Michael Myers is in the hospital, he's actually going back to his real house that has now been purchased by two flamboyant gay guys. They know Michael Myers owned the house, and they know he's going to come back there. They don't give a fuck. They have a golf club and a tiny knife and a regular steak knife, or like a butcher knife. That's all they think they need. So Michael Myers shows up and pretty much just wrecks their shit right away. Like it's not like they see Michael Myers broke into their house. They're like, somebody's in our house. It's not a kid. We're pretty sure it's Michael Myers, but we got our little knife and we got our big knife. Let's go upstairs and take care of business. Fellow gay guy, Big John and Little John is their names. And I don't even remember how he snuck up on that guy. He just kind of appeared and just stabbed him in like under here, stabbed him in the head. He's dead. His friend comes to check him out. A lot of people, like when they show up where Michael Myers has stabbed someone, they immediately throw their weapon away. Like, get away from me, you fucking weapon. I don't need this shit. Michael Myers is already... Get out of here, weapons. Let me check on my dying friend and cry about it. While Michael Myers, of course, has an easy opening now that you've completely thrown your weapon away and made yourself helpless and open to attack. And then that guy gets killed. It happens every time. Like, how does this keep happening? So, yeah, and then, like, the guy and his son and his girlfriend. I think his girlfriend is... I don't even know who she's related to, but... I think she's Laurie Strode's daughter, maybe? Granddaughter? I don't know. So, like, they figure out that Michael's gone to the gay guy's house, so they go there to fight him. They know he's there, pretty much. But they don't call for backup. They don't tell the rest of the town or anything. They just like, nah, we're going to handle this. Actually, they all three, I think, maybe have guns. At least the younger two do. I don't know if the dad does. But the dad, who I'm not sure has a gun, going in first by himself. And he tells the kid, you wait in the car. If you see something suspicious, honk the horn. What's that going to do? You're going to honk a horn? What's it going to, like, alert the neighbors that nobody knows what the hell's going on? honk the horn. The two guys, that one of them has a shotgun, and one of them has like a 9mm, and it was like, yeah, let's stay in the car and honk the horn if something happens. So he goes in, immediately gets killed, and they're like, I guess it's up to us now. And they go in after him, and of course the younger guy with the 9mm, his dad is like stuffed in the attic and he's bleeding on him, so he immediately like is distracted and loses all of his composure with the gun, and like Michael Myers charges him. He just starts blasting blindly past Michael Myers. And then he gets killed, snaps his neck on a staircase or whatever, a banister. The other girl gets thrown down the stairs, snaps her fucking leg, breaks it completely. And then that's when like her mom shows up with a pitchfork that was on the front porch and stabs him in the back, and then curb stomps Michael Myers. And then I think she stabs him in the back with his own knife. It's like, got this, it's done. Everybody just look away. Nobody look at Michael Myers for a while. He's dead as dead can be. No point in trying to like make sure he's dead. It's like every movie like that. They always like never make sure he's dead. Like, he's been stabbed. What are you going to come back from being stabbed? He just came back from his house burning down on top of him. Why would he be able to survive the stabbing? So of course Michael Myers survives and stabs everybody again. And yeah. So then she runs. The mom runs, gets him to chase her, and lures him into a trap with the whole town. Like, their vehicles all show up and they shine their lights on Michael Myers. He's got his mask off. He's pretty much vulnerable at that point. And they all start beating him with bats and stabbing him and shooting him and stuff several times. But they start talking about, oh, he's more than just a man. Every time he kills, he gets stronger. He's like, he's just evil incarnate. He's a force of nature, sort of, or force of evil or something. The Shape. They didn't even talk about that, but that's what he's in the title screen as. And then, you know, once they stab him with his own knife again, they just leave him alone. Like, half of them leave. They go start like getting the paramedics together, and they're hugging on the porch. Meanwhile, Michael Myers comes back to life and just starts killing everybody else that stayed, because nobody checked to make sure he was really dead. The police were there with the gun pointing at the back of his head, and like, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna make sure Michael Myers is dead. I mean, nobody's ever tried cutting his head off, maybe? Or just shooting him in the head? Just completely, like, burning his whole body with gasoline on it or something? Like, none of that ring a bell? Nobody wants to try that? No, just gonna... Oh, man, it's so stupid. What was there? Something else that, like, completely... They didn't explain. They didn't explain where that 50 cal came from. Didn't explain where the inmate, how he got there. What was the other thing? I'll think of it later, but man, just thinking back how dumb that movie got. It got dumb real quick. And then the Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis. She keeps saying like, oh, she's already like wounded, severely, mortally wounded, stabbed. They've done surgery on her. They've given her all kinds of pain meds. You know, she's like already like 80 years old anyway. She's barely hanging on. And she keeps saying like, Michael Myers has to die tonight, and I have to be the one to kill him. Because why? Why you? You're the least qualified to kill him. And like, there's this new black sheriff in town, and like he loses control of everybody in the hospital on the riot, and he's like, just kind of gives up on life. He's like, I thought I had the power here, and I can't control over nothing. It's just like a weird, sad movie about how everybody sucks at life. They suck at everything. Nobody plans ahead at all. They're bad communicators. They have no plan, no strategy. They don't ever check their corners. I don't even know if their trigger discipline was that good. I don't know. It's just... Man. I think somebody was going to run him over at some point. It's just so stupid. It's just laughable stupid. There's two gay guys and like black guys that don't know how to shoot guns, and just like they keep coming at them with knives and stuff, and they think that's a good plan. They thought it was a good idea. Go after him with a knife. The guy who's killed like probably 80 people with a knife. This movie. It's like, I got this. My name's Little John. I got a tiny 3-inch knife. Let's do it. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking.